All right, video blog number one. Hi, my name is Sam Himes, and I'm here to do my weekly video blog. So I'm just going to do the getting ready questions because I haven't gone out yet. The first question is, where am I going? I'm going to the Ohio State University. My mentor, the faculty member that I'll be working with, is Dr. Campbell. I think his first name is Moray J. Campbell. Our project is going to be focused on prostate cancer in African American men. Very basically, as I understand it, there's a gene fusion that's an indicator of prostate cancer, and it's really prevalent in European American men, but it's not as prevalent in African American men. So we're going to be doing a little bit of bioinformatics work and a little bit of lab bench science kind of mixed together to look at why that gene fusion isn't in African American people and why, what the effects are and how we can detect prostate cancer better. What am I excited about learning through this internship experience? Well, I haven't had a lot of lab classes. I've had a few, but it'll be very cool. I've never done anything with cancer before or anything with bioinformatics, so I'm super excited about that. Trying something new, a little bit of a different experience. What am I nervous about? I'm pretty nervous that I'm not going to have any idea what I'm doing. I tried to read a few of the articles that Dr. Campbell has written, or some of the stuff that his research is on, and some of it went over my head. A lot of it did. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I'm excited. What do I hope to accomplish during the internship? I want to know if research is what I want to do with my life. That's kind of my goal right now. Cancer research is actually what I've been wanting to do. But I'm super happy that I get to do this because I'll be able to see if research is a path that I want to take. My expectations about this internship, I don't really know what to expect. I expect to work really hard. I expect it's going to be pretty fast paced. I'm going to have to learn a lot really quick. And I expect to somehow help some people. So that's a plan. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. Thank you. Okay, hello. Video blog number 2. So we got here to Ohio on Saturday night. We've been here for a week. We started work on Monday and just finished our first week on Friday. So it's been really exciting. It's been really cool getting to know everybody, getting to see what it's like over here. I really, really like the people that we work with. There's 4 from BYU, I think like 4 or 5 med students from OSU, and then like 5 other students from universities here in Ohio. And they're all really, really cool. I really enjoy being around them. So the internship it's a little different than I thought it was going to be. I wasn't really sure what I was expecting, but I kind of thought that I was going to like be in a lab most of the time and like just be kind of helping out with a project that was already going on, and I would just be kind of like doing what my mentor told me to do. But I'm starting to realize that it's not quite that. We're going to be doing pretty much our own research, I think. I haven't been able to meet with my mentor yet. He was out of town, so this Tuesday I'll be meeting with him for the first time to know exactly what I'm going to be doing on my project. But yeah, so I think that I'll be working with him to come up with my own question and then work on my own research and write my own paper and draw my own conclusions. So it's going to be a lot more independent than I thought it was going to be. I'll be working with him and he'll kind of nudge me in the right direction, but I'll kind of be coming up with more ideas than I thought I would. So at least from what I understand. I'll know more next week, so I'll let you know. But it's been really cool. This week, we just did a lot of online trainings about HIPAA laws and ethical research policies and stuff like that. So pretty much did most of that in an office this week. And then, yeah, just been getting ready for when I meet with my mentor for the first time, reading up on some research and all that good stuff. So I'm nervous. I'm excited. I want to get going and see what's gonna happen. But yeah, so that's week 2. Thank you. All right, hello everybody. Video blog number 3. Getting into the groove of things a little more. So this week was awesome. It was really good. I finally got to go to my workplace, I guess, to the lab where I'm going to be spending most of my time. I don't know if I already said this, but I'm going to be with Dr. Campbell, and we're working basically on cancer disparities between African American men and European American men on a biological level for prostate cancer based on vitamin D imbalances and deficiencies in African American men and what effect that has on them. So it's cool. It's exciting stuff. Let's see. How did my week go? Pretty much for a lot of the time, they've kind of put me in a room and said, hey, here are some things to read. Read these and learn. Which has been really good because I've learned a lot. I read the paper, The Hallmarks of Cancer, which was amazing. It was very helpful. Now I feel like I've learned a lot more about cancer. I know a lot more now than I did 1 week ago, so that's pretty cool. And then in the lab, I don't work directly with Dr. Campbell. I'm not there with him. I work with his postdoc. His name is Maiju. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's from India. He's super smart. He's a really, really nice guy. And he's been helping me a lot. I haven't gotten to do any of my own experiments or really work with anything yet, but he's kind of shown me the ropes a little bit. He's shown me the protocols on how to grow and split prostate cells, cancerous and non-cancerous. Kind of giving me an idea of exactly what I'll be doing. So it's been good. A little more hands-off than I thought it would be this week. But he did say tomorrow, on Monday, I will start to grow my own cells. Not my own cells, but somebody else's cells. And I'll be able to start working on some lab stuff. So hopefully next week I'll have a little more exciting stuff to report on other than just reading articles, which is good too. I enjoyed that. But yeah, it's been really good. And then Dr. Campbell seems really nice too. I don't know how much exactly I'll be able to see him, but he seems like a very intelligent, very kind person. So yeah, I'm still really excited. It's going to be good. Thank you. All right. Hello, everybody. Video blog number 4. It's been going well. This week was cool. I was able to do some more things in the lab. I was able to be a little more independent. I started growing some cells. And then started growing some cells. That's cool. And then mostly I spent a lot of time reading still. So that's one thing. I feel like my time isn't super structured. It's not like I show up to the lab and they're like, all right, you're going to do this, this, and this, which is what I thought, but it's completely different. I have to be a lot more independent and self-driven to read scientific articles for a long time, which is cool. Like, I'm really glad that I'm able to learn that because I think it's super helpful. One thing is that So I'm going to have to write a paper about all of this, right, with the introduction, methods, all that kind of stuff. So it's been really helpful to think about how I'm going to organize all my thoughts and all my ideas. I started using RefWorks, which is really helpful. I learned how to use the write and cite thing just YouTube tutorials and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I did with my time this week, was get a little more comfortable with writing and keeping track of information. I started making my own annotated bibliography and stuff like that. So it's been good. I'm getting a little more used to writing and reading a lot. But yeah, other than that, it's been fun. Like, I've just enjoyed, like, I mean, apart from the internship, right? It's been really cool to be around everybody. On Saturday, we went to the art festival with some of the other interns, and there was just a lot of art there, and it was really hot, but it was cool. So yeah, it's been really fun. I am enjoying it very much so far. So yeah. Hello, video blog number 5. This week was very good also. We were able to keep writing a lot and researching. I was able to do more in the lab, which was exciting. I isolated RNA for the first time, and it worked. So that was really cool. It was just as a practice. It wasn't really part of my procedure yet, but I was able to practice it, and it worked. So that was cool. Also, one thing that I noticed that I was doing wrong while I was writing my paper, I had to write my abstract. Well, my abstract is due at the end of next week. But I've just been writing my abstract, introduction, and all of that. All of the sources that I've been citing, most of them have been on other people's abstracts and introductions, and then I realized that you can't really do that. I'm citing secondhand information. So I needed to go back again and re-look at all of the articles and see where they got their information from and redo that. So that was a little bit of a mix-up with the works cited page. But I was able to go back and look at all of that and get it all figured out. So that was good. And now I'm excited because I'm doing it the right way, and I have a lot more valid resources. So that's exciting. And then, let's see, other than that, it's been really fun working in the lab. The guy I work with most of the time, his name is Manju. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's from India. He's just a really, really nice guy. He's really, really cool to hang out with. He's kind of tired of research, but he's really helpful. He's a very kind person. So that's been cool, being able to be with him. But yeah, that was my week. So, thanks. Hi everybody, video blog number 6. Okay, so we had a very good week. I wanted to talk a little bit about fun things that I do here. So I love Ohio. I actually really, really like it here a lot. A few things I do for fun. In about my second week here, I bought a guitar for myself. So I play the guitar a lot. I just got on a Craigslist and found a cheap guitar, bought it, and then, I don't know, I'll probably sell it back to somebody at the end of the internship. So, but yeah, I play guitar a lot. I like hanging out with the other interns a lot. We watch movies together a lot. It's been fun. We go out with the LDS missionaries and teach some people, so that's been really cool. And then the YSA ward here is awesome. We've gone kayaking together as a ward. We have breakfast. We have barbecues. So those have all been really cool. Another thing that we did this week that was awesome was Dr. Paskett, the coordinator of this whole internship. She invited everybody over for dinner at her house, which was really cool. We had not all the interns, but a lot of the interns there. A lot of the mentors there. So it was really fun, like, just to be in a social setting with everybody instead of at work. And the food was really good too. I haven't had good food like that in a long time. Living here is a little bit hard because, living here in the dorms, because I have a roommate and I have one mini fridge and a microwave for cooking. I also brought a crock pot, so that helps. But it's been interesting finding ways to cook and eat food. So whenever I get the opportunity to have a homemade meal, it's awesome. One more thing that happened this week that was awesome was Oh, wait. Well, we were able to start working more in the lab, which has been great. Started growing some cells, and I've been a little more independent with that. So it's been awesome. Hello again. Video blog number 7. So this week was cool. I was able to meet a little more with Dr. Campbell on a few things. We had a really cool one-on-one meeting. He kind of talked to me about how he got to where he is and exactly what field of research he's in. He kind of started more as a lab scientist, I think, but then moved his way into bioinformatics, and how he talked a lot about how that field is becoming a lot more dominant, a lot more important nowadays than just straight up lab science, molecular biology. And it was really cool to talk with him about it. He really encouraged me to learn how to program a little more, and do more bioinformatics type of things, which I think is important because he said, to put it in his words, he said, biology is dead. It's all about bioinformatics now. So I think that that's a really good insight to start learning how to be a little more progressive with the way that we do science. And I think that's the way things are going. So that's something really nice. I also was able to meet with the second counselor in the bishopric here. He drove me to the temple the other day, and we were just able to have a really good long conversation about his. He actually used to teach at BYU, and we talked for a long time about his experience doing research, what he liked about it, what was hard about it, and it was really insightful. He talked about the difference between working in industry and academia, and all the pros and cons. And it was really cool. We talked about going to grad school, so it's been really nice to get some feedback from, not necessarily feedback, but mentoring from different sources, and talking about the future. So that's one really nice thing about this internship, is being able to interact with a lot of people who have been through it, I guess. they're kind of, I'm standing on the shoulders of giants here. I'm getting a lot of help, so that's been awesome. Hello everybody, video blog number 8. So today is a little special. I'm in my office. This is where I come to work always. This is my view. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, today I stayed after. It's 8 o'clock. Usually I get out at 5. But I stayed after because I'm finishing up my projects. But I'm gonna talk about that next video blog. This last one, I have a little bit of a funny story. I don't know if I should tell it. Yeah, I'll tell it. Okay, so I'm human. I won't pretend I'm not. And sometimes I get pretty tired here at work. I had just finished writing my method section, and I started reading an article that they sent out, and it was really dense. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a power nap. So what I did is I took my hands, put them here like this, and put my head on my hands, and I took a little nap, and my shoulder relaxed so much that it dislocated in here in this office. So I turned to my coworkers and I was like, hey, do you guys know anything about shoulders? Can you help? And one of them walked me to the ER, and like 4.5 hours later, they reduced my shoulder. So that was an adventure. It was a funny story. It was really nice though. Some of the other interns came and visited me, and they were with me in the ER, helping me out. But yeah, so we got everything figured out. It's all good. My shoulder's good now. But yeah, that was just one story, and I thought it was cool to be able to show you guys a little bit where I work. So there it is. Hi guys, video blog number 9. This was a long week. Holy crap. It killed me. This was a week that I had to finish all of my experiments. Um, so it took a lot of extra time. Um, I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, either Tuesday or Thursday. I was in the lab. I went into work at 8:30 and I got out at like 10:30. So I was there, or like 10 o'clock. So I was there for like 13 and a half hours. So it was a long time working the whole time. Well, not the whole time. I mean, like part of the work was like put cells in a -80 freezer and then leave them there for an hour. But still, like it was exhausting. Um, and yeah, so I've just been putting in a ton of extra hours. Uh, on Saturday morning, I finished up my experiments, and Saturday night at 11 o'clock, the postdoc guy that I work with gave me the results, like in a, because he emailed them to me in a form that didn't really make any sense, and then he emailed them to me again at 11 at night in a form that did make sense. And I had to write my results, conclusion, and discussion section and send it to my mentor Sunday afternoon. So I stayed up till like 2 and was writing, and then I wrote a little bit Sunday morning, and it was just exhausting. But it's done, sort of. I wrote it all. Now I just need to fine tune everything and edit it and all that good stuff. But yeah, so this was a long, hard week, but it was good. I'm super excited that I got all my results back. I'm exhausted though, and I'm pretty excited to finish this project up, to be honest. But it's been an amazing learning experience. I've learned so much. So yeah, it's been good. Over and out. Hey everybody, video blog number 10. All right, so this last week was awesome. I was only at work from Monday to Wednesday, and in that time I was able to finish up mostly my poster and work on my oral presentation. So both of those things I'm going to have to present next week, and it was great. I'm really happy the way everything turned out, and also. So, okay, I only worked from Monday to Wednesday. Thursday morning, I went off to Nauvoo with the YSA over here, which was so awesome. It was so much fun. We went to Nauvoo. Sorry, my girls are done. We went to Nauvoo, and we were able to see some of the church history stuff over there. We went to Carthage Jail and took a tour there. It was amazing. We were able to go to the temple. It was great. And then on Sunday, I was able to baptize one of my friends here that I've made here, my next door neighbor. So it was interesting. I was thinking about that on the way home. This internship has been so intellectually enlarging. It's helped me so much learn about biology and how to do research and all of that. But just as much intellectually helping, it's helped me spiritually a lot too. Being able to go out with the missionaries and to teach and baptize somebody here has been amazing. It's been a great experience going to Nauvoo and seeing the temple and Carthage jail. So I was thinking about that. I think that's really cool. Like that's kind of the whole purpose of BYU, right? Being intellectually enlarging, character building, spiritually strengthening, and the other one, leading to lifelong service. Sorry. And this internship has definitely done that for me so far. I mean, it's over pretty much, but it was awesome. It was a great experience. So I think that this internship has definitely met the aims of BYU. So yeah, there was that. I can even, yeah, I'll send the picture of the baptism too, if you guys want. But anyways, thank you. Hey everybody, this is my last video blog. I have officially finished my internship. I got home last night pretty late, um, and yeah, so that was it. This last week was awesome. We did our oral presentations, which went really, really well. It was super fun. Um, and we did a poster presentation. I finished up my paper and sent everything and finished up. It was sad to finish, but it was good. Okay, so I'm reading a few of the questions on the blog questions. One says, what did you learn about yourself through this experience? So this was super hard. Like, it was a lot harder than I expected. Um, I expected to get there and for them to say, like, all right, this is what you're gonna do. You need to show up this day and do this thing, and tomorrow we're going to do these experiments, and the next day we're going to do this. And that didn't happen. I had to be super in charge of my time. I had to budget, my time and know what I was going to do every day. I had to do my own research and decide basically how I was going to do everything. So it was hard, but I learned that I can do hard things like that. Because normally in school, like, everything's kind of like provided for you, and you don't really get a lot of experience being that independent. I haven't before, I guess. So that was something that I really learned. My expectations, no, they were not realistic, because that's what I just said. What was your most important achievement with your internship? So I guess I would say what I just said. Learning to work hard, learning to be independent, feeling, that sense of accomplishment of working really, really hard at something that is not easy. I feel like because I struggled so much at the beginning, just being frustrated at how slow everything was going and how stressed I was. But because I was able to work hard throughout the whole thing and finish strong, it made the whole experience super worthwhile. Was there anything that I would have changed about the internship? I don't know. Maybe made it more clear exactly what it was going to be like. Because if I had known that I would have had to be that independent, or if I had known that I would have needed to set up my own deadlines and all of that, I probably would have started from day one doing that. But it took me like a week or two, or like a week, to realize, like, oh wow, I need to start doing everything on my own. So that helped. Not when I say on my own, I wasn't on my own. I had a lot of help from my mentors and everything, but I guess on my own for setting deadlines. What was your biggest contribution to? So my mentor, Dr. Campbell, I want him to remember that I worked hard. Because going into this, I already knew that I wasn't going to be, let's see, I didn't have that much experience in a lab. I've worked in a lab, but not a lot. I'm a lot less experienced in school compared to most of the people. Most people were seniors and juniors. I'm a sophomore. A lot of them were medical students. So I was way behind that way, with age and experience. But I worked hard to try and get everything done. And I think that he saw that. I mean, one day I was in the lab for 13 and a half hours. I think that he really did see that I tried my best. What recommendations for other people going to this internship? Get ready to work, because it's not easy. Don't get frustrated if it doesn't go as fast as you want it to. It's pretty exponentially. It's like that. For the first few weeks, you just read and read and read and read, and it can get a little frustrating at first, but with time, your project starts to pick up. It is very exponential. It's an exponential learning curve. But yeah, so it was awesome. I absolutely loved it. I'm super grateful for everybody that helped get me here. For all of you guys for helping me out. Um, and I just feel very blessed for the opportunity that I had to go out to Ohio and work there. So yeah, it's been awesome. Thank you so much for everything, and yeah, have a good one.